Hi friends, Stephanie here, and I'm back with more movie chatter and my beautiful co-host Pickle. And if you've been around the channel a little bit, you know that if Pickle shows up, it means she's gone through my things and she has found something to give away out of my movie pile. So look forward to that later in the video. Pickle's going to do her first of many summer giveaways. But what I have for you today, we're going to put her down to rest. What I have for you today is a haul video. Now, I know I said I haven't been picking up as many titles as in the past, but this is about 3 months worth of pickups. So I'm going to try and just burn through these rather quickly, and what I'll do is some review videos separately as I watch things. Now, if I've watched them, I'll give you some brief commentary, but I am going to do review videos, standalone review videos coming down the road. But the first movie I have, of course I have some thoughts on it, comes to us from Paramount Presents. It's Better Man, and this is 4K and Blu-ray, I believe. Yep, 4K and Blu-ray with digital copy. And I just love what Paramount Presents is doing, and this is a music biopic, and I knew nothing about this fella that it's about, and his name is Robbie Williams. He's from the UK, and he caught fame at a very young age. I think he was 15 and he was in like a boy band, and then he went off and did his own thing. Very, very troubled. He had all kinds of problems. I'm not going to get into them because I really want you to watch this. This movie surprised me. It's one of my favorite biopics I think I've seen in a long time. And the thing that was off-putting about it, or made me unsure, is that his character is played by a CGI chimp through the movie. Now, I did a little bit of research on him to kind of find out his backstory, and after doing that, I understood why he had himself portrayed as such in the movie. And this is done by the same director who did The Greatest Showman. His name is Michael Gracie, and I really enjoyed The Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman, and I think this is even better than that. So this is not one, I don't think this is one for the kids. It's more adult themed than Greatest Showman, but this is definitely an adult themed movie. But really, really good. Very, very interesting. And he just really suffered with a lot of problems, and they go through that as they will in films like this. But I think this was really well done. It's a wonderful surprise. I love how they presented his story and told his story, and even if you don't understand why they use the CGI chimp, after about a half an hour, it just kind of fades into the background and you're just listening to the story. You're so involved in his story that you kind of don't notice that it's a CGI chimp, if you can believe that or not. But definitely one of the biggest surprises in this pile for me personally, and I think I would give this a high recommendation. So if you get a chance, pick up Better Man. You won't be disappointed. This next one, next two come from Warner Archives. I've been waiting for this first one forever to get a Blu-ray release. It is based on true events, and it is called Lean on Me, starring Morgan Freeman. And this is about a fella who was from New Jersey. He was an educator from New Jersey. His name is Joe Clark, and he was in a rough, tough area of Paterson, New Jersey. And he was called in from the administration to clean up one of their high schools called Eastwood High. All their grades were failing. Their state testing was, I think, at 33% passing rate, and they were being threatened with their school being closed. No more money for the school, no funding for the school. So they called him in because he was known as Crazy Joe Clark, and they called him in to get the school in order, and they had, I don't know, a few months to get these kids up to speed and see if they could come to a passing level for the state exam. And he used very unconventional ways, but man, did Morgan Freeman give a great performance, in this film. And if you're a fan of any like true stories and education, even if you're not into education, just true stories about people who really work to make a difference, Lean on Me is a fantastic story, fantastic film. Highest recommendation for this one. I was so excited to see it on Blu-ray. Now this one, I had forgotten about this one, but it's a good one. It's aged a bit, but I think it's still good, and it's called Clean and Sober, starring Michael Keaton. I did rewatch it. It has aged a bit, but it still holds up. It's about a guy who's trying to get clean and sober. Michael Keaton plays a character struggling with addiction, and this just shows the what people go through in recovery, and recovery, relapse, the whole thing, friendships that they make. So if you're interested in that kind of material, definitely check out Clean and Sober. And I do think, I'm pretty sure you can stream this on Prime, so definitely check it out if you're not sure about it. Same thing with this next one. It was a big surprise for me. Blink Twice, starring Channing Tatum. I expected nothing from this. I didn't even pick it up when it first came out because I thought it was just going to be really silly. Really, really enjoyed this one. I thought it was better than the reviews. It's a psychological thriller, and Channing Tatum plays this guy who's rich. He invites these people back to his mansion for a party, and things start to get really weird, and weird things happen. I don't want to ruin it, but definitely check this one out. Now, I'm not sure, like, once you know what's kind of happening, I'm not sure about the rewatchability on this one. I will rewatch it, but if you're unsure, definitely give it a look on Prime. I know it's streaming on Prime. You might even be able to find it like on YouTube for cheaper, or maybe even free. I'm not sure. But definitely, if you're not sure, check it out and see if you can stream it before you buy it. But I would say it's a pretty safe go to watch. Blink Twice. I really did enjoy that one. Now, I've been on a horror bender, so I did pick up a German media book. Now, I understand it's in German, but I really wanted this on 4K. It's one of my favorite modern horror movies. It's called The Dark and the Wicked. I've talked about it at length on the channel. It's kind of like a possession vibe. It takes place on an old sheep farm, which the setting is everything in this. The father of the family is dying. The mother tells her adult daughter and son, don't come here. Do not come here. Stay away. We don't want you here. And they decide to go anyway, and they quickly find out why they shouldn't be there. But this is so good. It's so creepy. It's so scary. It's so atmospheric. It is all about the atmosphere with this one. So don't worry about like the gore and things like that. If you just like horror for atmosphere and things like that, you're going to love The Dark and the Wicked. I think it's a little underrated. I think it's getting a little bit more of a following, but I definitely think it's not talked about enough. But I just had to pick this up in 4K. So I'm really looking forward to checking out the transfer. Now, this next one, of course, you know, we all know what happens. I had the Blu-ray. I love this film. I've talked about it many, many times. When Evil Lurks. It's an Argentinian film. Again, kind of a possession film. And I saw that it was getting a 4K upgrade. So what do? I buy it. I haven't even opened it yet because it only came a few days ago. So what happens? Second Sight just announced that they are putting out a beautiful box set. So I might get rid of my Blu-ray and this and just do the Second Sight set, or I'm going to be a triple dipper. But I love, love, love this film. So good. And like I said, it's an Argentinian film. It's a possession type of film. So if you like that kind of thing, definitely check this one out. What I will say about this one is the gore in this one is up there. It's way, way up there. As a matter of fact, the first time I watched this, I couldn't even finish it because of the gore. But if you get by that, the story is fantastic. If you like possession type stories, really, really great stuff. Now, this next one, I picked up because it's part of the Vestron, new release from Vestron Video, and I have most, if not all, of their titles. I don't think I really needed to add this to the collection, but if you don't have a copy, a Blu-ray copy of May, this is a great way to pick it up because it's a fantastic transfer. And when I watched the special features on this, they are from the Second Sight box set that was released, I don't know, less than a year ago. So if you don't want to spend, or you didn't spend for the Second Sight box set, you can just pick up this Vestron Video copy, and you're going to get probably the same scan and probably the same special features, or many of. But the special features were really cool, and this is a really fun, like, I would say it's like a dark comedy thriller. It's got some horror elements. It's definitely got horror elements to it. And May is just a very odd character. She is very odd from the time she's a young kid. She has a lazy eye, so she doesn't make friends very well. She's very much to herself. As an adult, she's working in a veterinary clinic, and she's very odd. She tries to connect with people, but she has a really hard time making friends because she's so bizarre. And that's all I'm going to say about it. But if you want something that's kind of different, very funny, and very odd. Odd would be the main word I'd go with this one, but well worth a watch. Definitely check out May. Read up on it, maybe watch a trailer or two, and if you want to save some money, do the Vestron video, because it's definitely the most cost-effective way to go about it, unless you're going to pick up the American DVD, which is still readily available. Now, of course, because I got the Friday the 13th 4K remake, the remake of Friday the 13th from Arrow Video, I had to get Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X. Now, I know these are not the two most popular films in the franchise. However, I do like them for what they are. Now, I haven't watched Jason X yet, so I can't speak on that as far as the transfer. I have watched Jason Goes to Hell. It looks phenomenal. It looks great. Now, what I would say about this one, if you haven't seen it yet, or you've heard like it's not the greatest, I would compare this to how Halloween 3 fits into the Halloween franchise. This is definitely a departure from the storyline of the Friday the 13th franchise. But I think what they did with this, I think it's very original, it's very creative, and it's a very cool way to talk about the Jason character, if you will. But if you haven't seen it and you're unsure if you want to spend the money to pick up the Arrow Video, you could pick up a very inexpensive Blu-ray, or even see if it's streaming somewhere. I'm sure they're streaming here and there, maybe even on Shudder, I'm not sure. But definitely check into this one, because these are coming out, and they do, so far the two I've seen out of the three look beautiful and packed with special features. And I think it even comes with a poster. Yeah, it comes with a poster, it comes with cards, it comes with a book. I mean, it's definitely it's a stacked release. So you get, disc 2 is the unrated cut, disc 1 is the theatrical cut. So you get two different cuts of the movie, and you get all the goodies. So it's definitely, if you're a fan, it's definitely worth the pickup. Now this next one, I haven't even opened it yet. I have seen this, it's been a bit since I've seen it, but Life Force. And the reason I picked this up is because I grabbed it from Orbit DVD. This is the 4K release. This is the 4K release of this one. But Mark said, you know, once what they have is gone, once it's gone, it's gone. Like, he doesn't know if it's going to be out of print or whatever. So if you're a big fan of Life Force and you really want to get the 4K, I would say pick it up sooner than later, before it's, you know, Arrow's been taking things out of print pretty quick. So some of them even before the street date, which is odd, but that's physical media these days. So that's why I picked this one up, because I definitely want to revisit it, and haven't seen it in a while. So I'm curious to see how the transfer goes. Now this next one, I just think this is a fun summer shark film. Now, you know we love our shark films here if we're in the horror thing. We have Jaws, it's the 50th Jaws, so why not grab Deep Blue Sea? I just love this film. I know it's silly, it's not on par with Jaws, but it's a good enough shark movie. And they did a really nice release. This is the Arrow release. It comes with a ton of special features. It's loaded with special features. It has the hard box under the slipcase, and you get, I believe you just get the 4K. You just get the 4K disc, so it doesn't include the Blu-ray disc, but you get some art cards, and you get, let's see, what else do we get? You get a nice book. I know there's a nice book and a nice poster. So you get a nice book filled with essays and different pictures, things like that. Samuel Jackson there. Yeah, but yeah, it's a really nice book. And then you get a nice poster with both the original and the newly commissioned artwork. So you get this, and then you have the newly commissioned artwork. So if you're one who hangs your posters around your movie room, or, you know, wherever you display your goodies, you have that. And as luck would have it, let me put this away. As luck would have it, Pickle decided to go through my things, and she discovered, as I'm putting this all away, sorry, she discovered that I have an extra copy of the 4K limited edition from Arrow of Deep Blue Sea. Let's see if we can wake up the princess here from her nap. She was very, very tired. We've been playing in the yard all day. Hello, hello, beautiful. So, because Pickle discovered this in my pile, she has decided that she wanted to do a giveaway for you guys. Now, you know we don't use giveaway, or maybe you don't know. If you're new to the channel, you don't know. We don't use giveaway in the title, and we don't use giveaway in the comments. because there have been instances where people have tried to contact people in the community representing themselves as me and asking for money for the giveaway. Now, my giveaways are always free, and all you have to do is be subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. Just say hi Pickle or yes Pickle. Either one of those will do, and I will enter you in the giveaway, which is 100% free, no strings attached. I pay for the shipping, everything. Now, I will do the drawing next Sunday the 8th, because I'm busy next Monday. Today is Tuesday. Today is Monday, the 2nd of June. So I will do the drawing Sunday the 8th, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I will do it with random comment generator. I will post the winner over in the post tab. So you'll see a post come up announcing the winner, and then just contact me either over on Instagram, or we'll figure something out and I'll get your information. So that's the little surprise. That's why Pickle was down here with me, and I hope you like this. I realize my last few giveaways have always been steelbooks, and not everybody is into steelbooks, so this is something for the folks who are not into steelbooks. Now, unfortunately, because of the cost and the expense of shipping and whatnot, this has to be America only. I apologize for that. I have to figure out what to do for our friends in Canada and other parts of the world, but I will get to that. Maybe if we hit 8,000 subscribers, I'll do a bigger giveaway. I know I'll do a bigger giveaway, but for now, this is for the American subscribers only, and it is from Pickle. So just please don't use the word subscribers, and if anyone ever contacts you, do not give them money, please. It's not me. I'll never ask for money. So I am going to put her upstairs so she can play with her sisters, and I will be right back to finish off this mega haul. So hang tight. Okay, friends, I'm back, and little Pickle is upstairs with her sisters, where she is very happy. So hopefully they're going to be quiet. And I apologize. I know I kind of rush when she's down here with me, but I try to get through everything so that I can get her back upstairs before she kind of starts to decide she's leaving on her own. But I'm going to just wrap up this haul, and we will call it a day. Now, sticking with some of the, I'll finish the Arrow releases, and then I'll move on to some other things. This one just came in. It's Swordfish. I remember really enjoying this. This is the new 4K Arrow edition of this one. So it just came in over the weekend. I haven't had time to revisit it, but I remember really liking this one. It's a great cast with John Travolta, Halle Berry, Hugh Jackman, and Don Cheadle. And it's like a computer heist type of thing. And I don't remember the whole plot line, so looking forward to revisiting this one, and I can get back to you with more details at another time. And then I have the first two in the Man with No Name trilogy, or the Dollars trilogy, Fistful of Dollars, and then for a few dollars more just came in. These are gorgeous releases. I am waiting for The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly to come in, and then I'm going to sit down, watch all of them, and I will let you know what I think. But I love that trilogy, so I'm glad to see it get a really nice treatment from Arrow. And then I have one from Second Sight that, this is a wild one. And I know I'm late to the party on this one. I believe this was released in 2022, but it didn't find its way to the States until after that. And then I guess people were talking about it about a year ago, but I just got my hands on it, and it is as bonkers as everyone says it is. The runtime's about 90 minutes. I don't think I could have handled it if it was any longer, because the anxiety that I felt through this whole movie was just insane. It was crazy. And it's called The Coffee Table. Now, this is one that I would recommend to the most hardcore horror fans, because if you're not, it's not about like monsters or scary or gory. It's just crazy, it's messed up, it's demented, and it's anxiety inducing. It is a really bizarre, tough watch, and it's not going to be for everyone, but if you like that kind of thing and you can handle it, I would say check out The Coffee Table, because I really liked it. As much as it drove me to like the nth degree of anxiety, I really enjoyed it. It was everything that people said it was. Don't do too much homework into it. Just make the decision for yourself. If you can handle kind of really off-putting content, you'll be okay with this one. But long and short of it, all you need to know is that it starts out, it's a couple. They bill it as a dark comedy horror. I wasn't really, when I was laughing, it was more because I was anxious, not because I found it funny, because the content really isn't funny. But there are some parts. The couple starts out, they're buying this the husband wants to buy this hideous coffee table, and they're fighting in the store. The wife doesn't want it in the house. She says it's going to ruin the house. The salesman is telling him it's going to make his life, it's going to change their life, it's going to make it better. They end up taking the coffee table home. They're fighting about it, and within the first half hour, something horrible happens that changes the whole movie. It flips it on its head. I never saw it coming, and it happens off screen, so you don't actually see it per se, but you see the remnants of what goes on. And all I can say is from there, it is just an anxiety ride for the next hour, because you're waiting for the thing that you know inevitably has to happen, and you just want it to happen and be over with, because it's just that much. It just drives you over the edge. But proceed with caution. Like I said, I would never give a blanket recommendation for this, but if you're a diehard horror fan and you haven't seen The Coffee Table, this is an excellent, excellent release for it. I know there's like a standard type release. It was on Vinegar Syndrome. I don't know if it's still available, but you could pick it up without the slipcover. But this is from Second Sight, and it's a really, really, I have puppy hair on me. It's a really, really beautiful release, and it has great special features. So that's The Coffee Table. Like I said, proceed with caution. Now these, I'm just going to whip through these really quick. Companion. I enjoyed it. I went into it totally blind. I have been told that the trailer gives everything away, and that's why most people didn't like it. I thought it was good. I thought it was a very creative concept, and if you go in blind, definitely give it a look. It's definitely worth a watch. So check out Companion. Also, this one is stars Benicio del Toro, Anthony Hopkins, Emily Blunt, and Hugo Weaving. The Wolfman. I thought this was really, really good. It's not the same one that was out with it's not Wolfman that was out with the Steelbook. This is a different one. And this is, I think it's from Scream. But yeah, this is the 4K Blu-ray set, and I thought this was really great. I thought Anthony Hopkins was fantastic, and the whole cast was great, but I thought this was a really good retelling of the Wolfman story. So if you like the Wolfman, check out the Scream Factory edition. This one I've never seen, but it's a documentary about Bruce Lee. It's called Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. I've heard nothing but great things. I saw it come out, so I scooped it up. Another one, now this is a series, stars Colin Farrell, and it is a DC, it's a HBO original, which HBO, anything from HBO, I really tend to connect with. I love their original programming, and this one is the first, I don't know if it's the first season or the entire, I know it's the entire series, I don't know if it's the full series, I know it's the full season at least of The Penguin. I don't know if there's going to be subsequent seasons, but I'm looking forward to this because apparently this is like a continuation or an offshoot of the last Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, and I've heard nothing but great things about this, so I'm looking forward to having the time to sit down and watch this one. This is a great one. I'm so happy it got a 4K. It's John Travolta in The General's Daughter. This is a great dramatic thriller. Very, very good. Something happens. John Travolta is called in. He's a military police officer called in to investigate this crime that's happened, and things unfold, but it's a really, really intense movie. Very, very good. So if you haven't seen The General's Daughter, even if you don't pick up the 4K, just check out the standard Blu-ray. It's great. And of course, I got the 4K of Uncle Buck. I'm not even sure if I had this on Blu-ray. I think I only had it on DVD, but it's been a while since I've seen it, so I'm looking forward to that. One of my favorite comedies of all time, and I am not an easy sell with comedy, Kingpin with Woody Harrelson and Randy Quaid. I just love this movie. And I don't know that it necessarily needed a 4K. Same thing with Uncle Buck. I don't know that they need 4Ks, but it's always nice to get one. So having the 4K and the Blu-ray also consolidates it into one package. So I'm looking forward to revisiting this one. It's a blast every single time. If you haven't seen Kingpin and you really want to laugh, pick it up, get the Blu-ray, stream it, get this, whatever. Just watch it. It's great. And then I grabbed from Indicator, these are both Region B, so you have to be either Region B or Region Free. It's two Joan Crawford movies, Queen Bee and Harriet Craig. Now, I think I've seen them both. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that in both of these, Joan Crawford plays someone absolutely horrible, which is my favorite way to see her act, because she's just like Betty Davis in that they just play bad so well. So I'm looking forward to, I think I've seen Harriet Craig before, but I'm looking forward to revisiting both of these or watching for the first time. But so then I just have some steelbooks and we're going to call it. I was fortunate enough to get my hands on the Kingdom of Heaven. This is an absolutely stunning steelbook. I don't know if you can tell, but it's all like embossed and debossed. There's so much detail in the cover. And I am so looking forward to seeing this on 4K. It's an epic starring Orlando Bloom. I know it's going to look amazing on 4K. And I know this one's tough to get right now, but Mark from Orbit said this and Tombstone are both getting re-released. So they're printing more and it will become more readily available. But if you like steelbooks and you like Kingdom of Heaven, definitely try and get your hands on this one because it's a stunner. So it's a beautiful, beautiful steelbook, and I'm sure the movie looks fantastic because the Blu-ray looked good. And I also grabbed the Crazies. This is the remake of the Crazies from Lionsgate. This is from the Lionsgate website. It's a 4K and a Blu-ray, and it comes with a digital copy. Get some interior artwork and some crazy artwork on the discs, which is nice. And Lionsgate just continues to do great work in the steelbook game. They're the ones that are responsible for me getting back into steelbooks. But this is a remake of a George A. Romero film. I have to say that I think I like the remake a little bit more than the original. I'm a big George A. Romero fan, but this had some, like, a little bit more of a kick to it. So they're both good, but I really do prefer this, the remake. And then Gandhi, I believe they released Gandhi and Stripes from one of the Columbia classics, the big sets that people get. My problem with those sets is not really my problem. My issue why I don't get them is because I don't always like all the groupings of the movies. I think they're kind of odd how the movies that they choose to put together. And then when they're releasing them, they're only releasing them on steelbook. So I didn't have a slipcover option or I would have taken it. But Gandhi, I absolutely love the movie Gandhi, and I think it's going to be stunning in 4K. I don't think this is the greatest looking steelbook. It's okay, but I don't like it when they like pile the characters on the front. That's not my favorite presentation of a steelbook, but you know, if it's the only way to get the movie, then that's what I'm doing. And I think Sony knows that. They do give you a digital code, and then they give you a disc of special features and a Blu-ray. Oh, it's a 4-disc. You have the 4K, and 2 Blu-rays. So it's a 4-disc set. So it's a nice set. I hadn't even opened it because it just arrived recently. But Gandhi and Stripes were both from one of the Columbia Classics box sets, and they were only available in steelbook. And I'm not the biggest fan of Stripes, so I just grabbed Gandhi. And then, of course, just like everybody that could get their hands on it, I had to grab Tombstone because I'm a huge, huge fan of this movie. I absolutely love it. Again, it's okay. The cover's okay. It's all right. I don't necessarily love the piling of the characters on the front, but you do get the badge on the back, which is a nice touch. And if you know, you know. But, yeah, I love Tombstone, so definitely I didn't want to miss out on this one. And I don't think we got a slipcover version in the States. There is a UK slipcover version. I know Orbit had it on the site. I don't know if they still have it, but if you just want the slipcover, that is available. Now, the last 3 here that I have, I also have the slipcover versions, but I did not bring them up. It is the 3 Clint Eastwood films that were just put out. So we have Dirty Harry, Pale Rider, and the Outlaw Josie Wales. Now, I will tell you what I think. I watched all 3. They all look great. Dirty Harry, I thought it looked spectacular in parts. The sound is great. Of course, it's a great movie. I have a little Blu-ray box set with all the Dirty Harry movies in it. My thing with this one is there are parts of this that takes place in San Francisco, and a lot of it, if it takes place at night, the movie is so dark. even with the 4K, it's so dark that I couldn't even see most of what was going on. I had to keep fiddling with the TV and the settings and whatnot. But when it was outside and it was bright, stunning, a beautiful, stellar 4K transfer. But I'm not sure about how I mixed. I have mixed feelings about it because the dark shots at night were just, I couldn't even see what was going on. So if they release more of the Dirty Harry films on 4K, which I don't know if there's plans for that, I'll pick and choose which ones I get, because I'm good with the little box set, but I did want to get the original one on 4K. Pale Rider, I thought looked really great on 4K. I like the movie, but the Outlaw Josie Wales was my favorite out of the three. But I do like Pale Rider. I think it's a really good Western, and it looked great. No problem with this one at all. Like I said, the Outlaw Josie Wales was absolutely, out of the three, my favorite. It's my favorite movie from these three, and it looked spectacular on 4K. So even if you just pick up the slip, if you don't want, if you're not a steelbook person, just grab the slip cover, but get it. Even if you only get this one, the Outlaw Josie Wales, fantastic. It comes with a digital code. It's just a digital code in the 4K. And it's a nice, you get some nice interior artwork. No disc art, but you do get some interior artwork. And then the front, back, and spine is like that. So yeah, I would say if you're only going to get one, get the Outlaw Josie Wales. If you're a fan of Dirty Harry, you already know that the film is dark because the Blu-ray was dark, but the 4K did not really do much to brighten that up. And Pale Rider, if you like Pale Rider, it's available. So that is, I think, most of what I have up to date. And like I said, it's from 3 or 4 months of pickups and things that I've gotten. And I'm sure I forgot a few things. So remember about Pickle's giveaway. And I think I said subscribers, but I meant giveaway. We don't use the word giveaway. So just leave me a comment or Pickle a comment. Hi Pickle or yes Pickle. And subscribe to the channel and you're in. And like I said, I will post the winner next Sunday, the 8th. Over on the community tab. So it'll be there after 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me and Pickle and putting up with my ramblings. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope maybe you found a few titles that you didn't know were available or things to check out. And if you like content like this, consider subscribing because we do everything physical media and I have some fun stuff coming up for you probably later in the week. So that's going to do it for me today. I'm going to go upstairs and get my girls before they start barking their heads off. So for now, that's a wrap.